Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird. Happy Wednesday and welcome back to our series on the Havamal. Today we're looking at verse 95, and our first translation reads, Billing's daughter I found on her bed, fairer than sunlight sleeping, and the sweets of lordship seemed to me not, save I lived with that lovely form. Olive Bray. Second translation. Billing's girl I found on the bed, sleeping, sun-radiant. No nobleman's pleasure could I imagine except to live beside that body. Carolyn Larrington. And our third translation from Bellows. I saw in a bed Billing's daughter, sun-white, asleep. No greater delight I long for than to lie in her lovely arms. So it has been said that men fall in love through their eyes and women through their ears, and this verse of the Havamal seems to be in agreement with that thought. Odin caught sight of this young lady, observed her beauty, and desire was born. So men, you are in good company when you have that same reaction to women who you find particularly attractive. And ladies, let's not forget that men, and gods for that matter, are visually oriented. So being struck by outside appearance first is perfectly normal for them, and it's not something to give them grief about. Now, of course, if someone never gets beyond the exterior and they never take an interest in the inner person, there's a massive problem there. But we're not talking about a situation in which, Odin had been courting this young lady for quite some time, lots of dates, and he was in the process of getting acquainted with her. No. This is just the first moment of him seeing her. But the sight of Billing's daughter was enough for Odin to decide that he did want more, and he was ready to pursue her. Now, it's interesting that this verse is just focusing on Odin's reaction to this woman. It gives the reader time to absorb that moment and perhaps even to evoke memories of when we've had similar reactions to someone that we've met in our own lives. Sometimes you just see someone, you're hit like a thunderbolt, something sizzles in your brain, and your entire focus is on them. You're like, I've got to get to know them. And, perhaps there are also more carnal thoughts, but, it happens. Always has, always will. If you'll remember previous Havamal verses that observe that romance and wisdom often part company and that every living person can really get caught up in the moment, even when common sense tells them not to, or at least, maybe you should slow things down. Attraction is an impulse that just happens. And this is something that's acknowledged in our lore. And in our day and age in which we're increasingly pressured to separate ourselves from everything that is natural, everything that is human. And I think that's one of the many reasons why so many relationships are in complete disarray. And, and in view of that, maybe we need to allow ourselves to embrace these natural impulses a little bit more. And I'm not talking in the sense of acting upon them or being driven by them, but accepting these things as a necessary and even a good aspect of ourselves. And if Odin, the All-Father, and one of the three creator gods of Norse mythos can be shaken to the core of his soul because of a pretty face, then we shouldn't cultivate the nonsensical illusion that we aren't equally or vulnerable, or that this simply isn't just the way things work. So that is what I got out of the verse this week. Let me know about your own thoughts and impressions in the comment section below, or just send me off an email. It's brigantiablackbird@protonmail.com. I'd be happy to hear from you. But I think that will do it for now, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.